How's it going, Yankee fans? Well, if you just watched the Yankees blow a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the ninth inning, or the top of the ninth inning to the Cincinnati Reds, you are about as disappointed as we are right now. That sucked. There's no other way to put it. That really sucked. The Reds are an awful, abysmal team. 33 and 54. Yankees obviously a much better team. Garrett Cole had a phenomenal performance. 11 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed over 7 innings. Didn't give up a single run through 113 pitches. And then Clay Holmes, man, I mean, he's earned a mulligan. His first loss of the season, he gave up 2 runs, and in the previous 38 appearances, he had given up 2 total runs. So, not good, not good from Clay Holmes. But I think he deserves a gimme there. So I'm willing to forget about it. But the Yankees, I mean, that was tough, man. How are you feeling?
I think, I mean, dude, that's 3 straight blown leads, right? That can't happen. I'm sorry, that can't happen, right? King, Holmes, and Wandy all come into a game for the second time in the last 3 or 4 days, and the Yankees lose that game. That can't happen. That's unacceptable. From Clay Holmes, that's unacceptable, right? Now, as you mentioned, he earns it. He earns to have a bad outing here and there, no doubt about it. I know people are going to say, well, Boone should have gotten him out of there sooner. That's your all-star closer. That's the guy who's been nails for you all year. I'm not going to put it on Boone for not pulling him after 3 batters. I think that would have, that maybe you win the game, but I'm not going to kill him for it because what do you want the guy to do? Pull his all-star closer after 3 hitters? I just don't think that makes any sense. Holmes just stunk, and that's why they lost the game. Is Holmes going to stink tomorrow? Probably not. Is he going to stink the rest of the year? Probably not. So is this the way the Yankees are going to lose games consistently? Probably not. You want to score more than 3 runs against the Reds. They definitely put themselves in a situation where the game felt like it was won already, but it was a lot closer, right? Like the game was 3-0. The Yankees did not dominate today. That Reds pitching staff can't shut you down like that. It just can't. Offense has to do a little bit better than that. I'm worried about Hicks, obviously, because he's hurt and that bone contusion. We don't know how long he'll be out. But this is just like a nightmarish loss, a nightmarish game. You're going to be due for one of those at least. You have a big cushion in the division, so you can kind of absorb these kind of stretches, but you hope that you can pick it up a little bit against the Reds in these next 2 days and pick it up against the Red Sox and get into the All-Star break with a comfortable lead still in your division.
Yeah, I mean, the Yankees were 48, 49 and 0 after leading after the 8th inning. It was only a matter of time before they blew one of these games. Unfortunate, like you mentioned, 3 straight games of blown leads. This is the type of baseball that can happen during October, right? Garrett Cole coming out having a phenomenal performance. The bats, obviously Aaron Judge was not in the lineup. 1 for 14 pinch hitting this year, not a very good pinch hitter. But then again, it's Aaron Judge, and you kind of have to give him an opportunity there. So I totally agree with the decision to do that. But the Yankees should have won this game. Holmes, tough outing. He'll bounce back. I'm not too worried about him. But like you said, the offense just has to be better. They had 9 hits. They only scored 3 runs, struck out 6 times, walked 5 times. Gleyber Torres had a great day, 3 hits, 2 runs. But Anthony Rizzo had 2 RBIs himself. The bottom of the order just didn't do much at all. Trevino, unfortunately, wasn't able to get anything going, really. IKF had that single, but otherwise didn't really offer much. And Joey Gallo had that infield single that slipped by the shortstop. And I'll ask you this, man. That IKF diving play in the bottom of the 9th inning that, kind of allowed that first run to score there, he should have made that play. He dove over the ball. The ball hit his glove, and it scooted right underneath of him. Like, good shortstops make that play. Really unfortunate to see. We've seen this happen a couple times this year. He'll occasionally have an insane play, but that one I thought was manageable. Like, he should have at least gotten to that ball and at least got a guy out at second base. What did you think about that? Do you think that was a play you should have made?
Yeah, he dives past the ball, right? If you dive and the ball's out of your reach, that's not I don't think that's a makeable play then. And I'll say whatever. But if you dive and the ball and you dive too far for the ball, that's just getting a bad read, right? And again, this is the thing. He's a defensive specialist. That's like, again, I said it on Twitter. It's like being a 3-point shooter and you're an average 3-point shooter. You're a 3-point specialist, right? That can't be, your calling card can't be something you're not elite at if that's your calling card and everything else about your game is not very good. That's not a play that, in October that costs you, right? That's one of those type of situations. I don't want to harp on him too much because I've been giving IKF a lot of grief lately. And my thoughts on him are very well known, right? I don't think he can be a very good shortstop at the major league level. I just don't. But ultimately, you look at the offense didn't do a job, like you said. They should have scored more runs. They should have been a much bigger lead. The Yankees should not have been 3-0, bringing in their closer against the Reds. 3 or 4 innings against that bullpen. So, tomorrow you have a chance to win and kind of get something started again. The Yankees have lost 3 straight. I think that's the second time they've done it this year. Last time they did it, they went on a run. So we'll see, right? They have the All-Star break coming up soon. Realistically, you're just glad the All-Star break's coming up because the bullpen's definitely battered. I mean, we saw a 93-mile-per-hour sinker from Holmes today. That's not Clay Holmes like. We've seen him dial it up to 97, 98, 99, 100, and he was not nearly as nasty in his velocity. So definitely a little bit of fatigue there. Wandy pitched fine, I think. I mean, look, he got 2 ground balls and a seeing eye line drive. And then struck another guy out. Like, I can't get pissed at him for that, right? That's not,
I want to throw a take out there. I think Joey Gallo was playing way too deep for a guy that was simply just trying to make contact with the ball.
Well, I guess the idea is you want to control you want to limit them to just 2 runs there on a single. You don't want to, have a ball sail over your head.
But I don't think that he was putting the guy. I mean, India wasn't trying to put any power on. He was just trying to make contact. He was just trying to get any contact. He didn't want to strike out because that would have been the game. You're better off just trying to get contact on it than trying to put too much power and swing for the fences. So I don't know. There's an argument to be made that they should have been playing a little bit closer, trying to limit that. But I guess you could say going over his head would have been worse.
Yeah, I guess the idea is, look, if that was if that was 3-2 and you don't have a chance to hit after, I think he plays closer in trying to stop anything like that from happening. Because a single drops and regardless, the game's over if you give up 2 runs and you're the away team. But since they're the home team, I think the thought process was we at least have a chance to win after because we will have a chance to hit. And that's another thing. Look, you just cannot have no runs against that bullpen. I'm sorry. That bullpen's not very good. That bullpen's not amazing. That Reds bullpen is very, 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 very lacking in high-end talent. You cannot walk away with 0 runs on that bullpen. I look at some of the at-bats, right? I know Glaber had a great day today. Glaber offensive. I know he grounded out to end the game and it got thrown at third, but that was 1, a very good relay, and 2, I'm not going to kill the guy for a double play after he got on base 4 times. But the offense has to be better, right? It has to be. Cannot do this. But yeah, I mean, you can't blow 3 straight leads if you're the Yankees and you have this great bullpen, right? I guess it's the fatigue, right? Loaizaga pitched in AAA, which is great to see. I imagine he's going to be back before the All-Star break, hopefully. Maybe he gets an inning here or there. And that could be a big help. But Yankees offense has to put up a laugher. Cole get everything he could tonight. That's another thing. Cole was phenomenal. He's phenomenal. But yeah, it's just a tough loss. But you're due for one of these at least every year, and every great team has one. And I'm not gonna have a long-term take about this team from today. It's more so this just sucks right now.
Yeah, my long-term take is this team desperately needs the All-Star break. They really need this week to shake off the fatigue and get right. And, that little break I think is going to make a big difference in kind of getting guys where they need to be and returning some guys from the rehab assignments like Loaizaga and German and whoever it might be. And hopefully Aaron Hicks is not out for too long because he's been raking lately. It's unfortunate that bone contusion. I don't really know the timetable for return on those type of injuries, but we'll give you guys updated tomorrow, of course, when we hear any news. But tomorrow we got Luis Severino on the mound. Should be a good one for the Yankees. I got Mike Minor on the opposite side for the Reds. He has a 6.63 ERA this season. Over 38 innings, he's allowed 42 hits and 12. He's actually given up 12 homers in less than half the amount of innings that Severino has pitched this year. So Yankees have a good shot to really come back here and win big in the Bronx and hopefully get a couple of wins before the All-Star break. But tough outing today, guys. Unfortunate. It's okay. We're all right. We'll look forward and try to forget this one. Have a little amnesia tonight. Hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your evening. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Fireside Yankees.